is very anxious to see Cave Hill play so that they can know what to implement in their style of play to counter the Cave Hill team. And the game is on its way right now. We have both teams coming out with their starting lineups. Cave Hill has some returning members from the last UWI Games. I recognize the goal shooter. She was very integral for them in the 2017 UWI Games. So let's see what she has in store for this UWI Games.
So as you speak, starting lineup. They say to just was a team, so we have Cave Hill and St. Augustine as well as their position.
Okay, so from Cave Hill we have Shanika Wharton, that's the goal shooter. Shanika Thomas, the goal attack. Roxanne Sidner, the wing attack. Rhea Holder, the center. Vanessa Bob, the wing defender. Sade Brown, the goal defender. Shanice Wharton, goalkeeper. And the substitutes for Cave Hill are Sakia Curtin, Davina Young, and Chantel Brathwaite. And now we have a team from St. Augustine.
St. Augustine team, we have Tanika John, who will be playing the goal shooter position. We have at goal attack Chantel Morris. At the wing attack position we have Tanika Griffith. At the center position we have Tia Bruno. At the wing defense we have Megan George. At the goal defense we have Ryan Bristol. And at playing the goalkeeper is Sanya Tarvis.
Alice giving us a bit more of what's happening. The scores are going to be coming up in short order as they go along. So the scores are going to be posted on that board, and our analysts are going to be giving us the ball-by-ball action as they go along. So again, we have Miss Kimoya Dragon as well as Dacia Scott, and our floor manager here is going to be going about to get some audience views later on, Mr. Shea Masters.
All right, so we have Cave Hill off to a good start. They're looking to go to their shooter very quickly in this game. And that's a contact there called in the circle on goalkeeper, I think. Oh, it's a goal defense, so the goal defense is out of play. And the goal shooter for Cave Hill sinks one. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're not seeing the scores now, but
so 3-4.
You will be able to see the score very soon.
So the scores are 3-4 based on what's being posted now. And we're seeing 4 in favor of Cave Hill. So those are the scores so far. We're going to have the placard up for you as well, so you'll be able to see.
The score is up now. Cave Hill 2, St. Augustine looking for 1.
So the actual scores are 5 for Cave Hill and 3 for St. Augustine. All right, so we're going to be giving, the placard will be updated shortly, but our analysts are going to be giving us ball-by-ball action. So talk to me, Kimoya.
All right, we have Cave Hill running their offense right now. A contact there called by the goalkeeper. And the goal shooter is playing very strong for the Cave Hill team.
So we were talking off camera, Kimoya, earlier. What's your expectation for this match?
Well, my expectations for this match is for Cave Hill to play a very controlled game. They're the defending champions. and I'm sure they're coming out very strong, very determined to secure yet another UWI Games title.
So I'm going to put Daisy on the spot now. What's your expectation for the team from St. Augustine?
I've never seen either team play, but so far Cave Hill is really strong, as do St. Augustine. But Cave Hill looks stronger than St. Augustine at this moment, so at this time, it's anybody's game.
It's anybody's game. The ball is certainly round. The score is now, though, 7-0. That's been corrected too. 7 to. I don't think that's correct. Oh, it's actually correct. So it's 7-0. Those are the scores at the moment. So that's what's happening. It's now 8-0. All right. So it's 8-0. Again, this is the first quarter. If you're just joining us, this is the second netball match in our coverage of the UWI Games 2019, the 31st staging of the UWI Games taking place. So again, let's hear some ball-by-ball action.
All right, St. Augustine looking for their first bucket. Can they get it in this quarter? Oh, and there's an infringement right there. The goalkeeper is out of play. Oh, and Cave Hill is unable to convert on that attempt. But the goalkeeper is called for yet another infringement. And it's St. Augustine's goal shooter that sinks the first basket for her team.
Alas, they cry. So it's 1-9 the scores. So we're gonna bring in Dacia now. Dacia, talk to us about what's happening.
So at this moment, Gabriel lost the ball to St. Augustine, and now so that was a contact from the goal shooter from Gabriel. Cavill took back the ball, and now they're looking for another score. And that's the goal attack, attempting but lost it. And now St. Augustine is trying to get the ball back to their circle. Having a hard time getting the ball in the circle, and the goal attack will now attempt her goal. And that was a miss. And a contact from the goalkeeper. So St. Augustine has another shot. And a second goal for St. Augustine. And it's their center pass.
Nobody's safe from the ball. The referees just got a bit of
good catch there by the center. That's Tia. Oh, and a turnover from St. Augustine, sorry. Cave Hill looking strong, going to their MVP as well. Not their MVP, but their Sportswoman of the Year, who I think is at the wing attack position. She will look to, help her team in taking down the ball and securing some very good plays for her team.
Well, she's actually playing wing defense. That's Miss Vanessa Robb, Vice Chancellor's awardee for the year. Sports Woman of the Year, Vice Chancellor awardee. So for to do some comparisons, I'm not sure if you were here yesterday, Kamoya, for the match with Mona Campus and Open Campus. How would you compare this match so far to that one?
Actually, I played for Mona. I was on that team that won yesterday.
74-11.
Congrats to my team.
And congrats to you.
Thank you. I think that Cave Hill style of play is a little bit different from ours, and similar in some ways. Both our shooters have some height advantage, and I think that is where we will look to get some strength in order to win this UWI Games.
And you're talking for the UWI team.
Yes, for the Mona
So
team.
let's bring you from that now, that blurb for UWI, and let's bring it back to this match. The energy. Well, how would you match the energy for both matches? Compare both matches energy-wise.
In my opinion, I think that this game, the Cave Hill versus St. Augustine game, is a much more fast-paced game. I think that Open Campus wasn't really a tough challenge for the Mona team. So I think this game is a little bit more competitive, and I think that Cave Hill will secure the victory tonight.
All right, so she's called it from early, the first quarter on the way. My friend Dacia let's hear what she has to say to that one.
Well, as usual, I'll be objective because I think it's too early to call, but Cave Hill looks very strong out there. And since they're defending champion, everybody expects them to win today. But St. Augustine is still fighting. Their energy is still up. And there's still a chance for them to get it back.
All right, so let's get back to talking about what's happening play-by-play.
So Cave Hill is up. The score is now 13-2 in favor of the Cave Hill team. 14-2, sorry. Thank you for the correction. In favor of the Cave Hill team. And now we have Cave Hill running their offense. Looking for a goal. And there's a contact there. And the goal shooter from Cave Hill looks hurt. I see that she has some tape around her knee. Hopefully she's okay for the remainder of the tournament. She shoots and she scores. St. Augustine now with their center pass. Let's see what they have in store. Will they convert on their center pass? And the center is really pulling the team for St. Augustine. Oh, what a steal there by the goalkeeper. Shanice Wharton from Cave Hill. She's doing well in the defense. She's strong, she's big, and she's forcing a lot of turnovers for her team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're still in the first quarter of the game. We have Cave Hill up 16-2, 17-2. Can St. Augustine score their center pass? Let's see.
For a second there, analyst took my seat. I think I can go home now. No? But that's how we do it here. Welcome to our coverage. So.
All right, so we have Cave Hill with a steal there, looking to convert a shot. Oh, and there's an infringement call. I think the center went offside, is it? I think so. Oh, and a step in there called by the goalkeeper. So the ball, back-to-back steals from both teams.
So I can definitely start to compare the matches, this match against the match yesterday. And the energy certainly is much higher. It's more high intensity. Yesterday we saw where Mona, which you were a part of that team, Miss Dragon, they had much more energy going. I mean, Open Campus found themselves in the last quarter of the match. But this match from the start so far, we're in the first quarter, and already we're seeing some battles hitting off. So it's going to be an exciting match as this one goes. So let's keep seeing how it goes, and let's see how it will end. I'm certainly looking forward to the outcome of this match.
Yeah, and both goalkeepers for the St. Augustine team and the Cave Hill team are doing really well. I think that they are forcing a number of turnovers. They're pressuring the ball, and I think those are winning plays. And definitely, this is a much more high-intensity, high-paced game, and I think both teams are hungry, but Cave Hill, I think, might be a little bit more hungry
to
for the
defend their title. So the score is 15-2. 15-2 are the correct scores, ladies and gentlemen. So on your placard, you'll be seeing 18-2, but the actual score is 15-2. Oh, it was actually 18, so that's my bad. 19, no. So the placard was indeed correct.
And a turnover there from St. Augustine. If they want to win this game, they can't make those simple turnovers, because Cave Hill will capitalize on them, as we can see right there. Cave Hill moving the ball really well. And their goal attack sinks that one for their team. A step in called there on the wing defense. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first quarter. What a game thus far. The score reads Cave Hill 21 and St. Augustine on 2.
All right, so with those actions of the team certainly setting the pace for the rest of the match. First quarter, 21-2 the scores. Are you willing to call it?
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and just call it. And I definitely think that Cave Hill will win tonight.
Dacia?
Well, it's certainly in Cave Hill's favor tonight. And so what we're seeing is just the first quarter, but they're way ahead by that 17 points. 19 points, sorry. So I won't call it because there's still time for St. Augustine to come
so
back
one
if they
analyst,
put up their energy.
One analyst willing to go out on the limb. I hope the limb won't break. I hope the limb won't break. So we have that going for us. But from a technical perspective, I'm going to ask you to tell us, Miss Dragon, what's your perspective on the play of the St. Augustine team from a technical standpoint?
Well, I think that St. Augustine has to reduce the number of turnovers. They have to, try and solve those minor difficulties. So I think once they're able to really communicate on defense and get that ball moving down the court and through to their shooters, then they should be able to put themselves in a position to compete against the Cave Hill team. But I don't think that they're going to win tonight.
All right, so again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is our coverage of the second netball match here. And I mean, our analysts are allowed to be biased. So if you're watching and you're saying, boy, them look a bit too biased, they are allowed to be. And once they're backing it up with empirical evidence, that's the good thing. So it's not that you're just saying. They're not just pontificating, as the politicians do ever so often. So I'm going to hear from it now, Dacia. Dacia, from the Cave Hill side, talk to us about your view on their tactical and technical play so far.
Well, I think both their offense and their defense is very strong. I think that's the reason why they have so many turnovers from the St. Augustine side. And, well, to be honest, if they keep up their energy and their communication, I think they should secure this victory tonight.
So, but you're not calling it?
Not calling it.
All right. So one analyst safe, one analyst calling it. Wonder what my floor manager here has to say. What you saying, Roche? Roche, you calling it?
I'm calling it.
So Roche is calling, but back to you. Roche don't know nothing about netball. Roche just watching the game and saying and seeing who winning. She's one of those people, just like those who, well, I'm not going to even say the very political thing that I was going to say. It's not politics, but it was a sports-related thing, but I'm not even going to say that. The analogy that I was just going to say, I was going to use the reggae girls as an example, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. So we're going to get back into the action now. The score is 21-22. in favor of Cave Hill, and St. Augustine is the team with which they are competing. So back to our analyst, Dacia, give us the ball by ball action as the whistle blows to send them off.
So Cave Hill will start this center pass. And they look strong. Offense is strong as usual. And that was a contact from the center from St. Augustine. And the goal shooter will attempt. And of course she got it, and now they move to 22. Let's see if St. Augustine can make a difference.
All right, guys, so we're back in the second quarter now of the match, and Cave Hill is off already. Whoa. And no call. Wow, no call there. The umpire signals outside. And the goal attack attempts a shot, and she's unsuccessful. But her teammate secures it back, and the goal shooter will attempt, and she's unsuccessful there. And a contact is called on the goalkeeper. Is that a warning? Yes, the goalkeeper has been warned. And although it's the UWI Games, everybody wants to win, and it's getting really, really competitive out here. And the goal shooter takes her shot, and she secures a goal for her team. Wow, Cave Hill moving the ball very quickly. And the goal shooter there double teamed, but she's not affected by that. She sinks a goal for her team. And another steal there. Wow. Look at the ball movement from Cave Hill. The goal attack there coming in, and the goal shooter there gives her an assist, and she sinks the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we have Cave Hill leading on 25 points, and we have St. Augustine still on 2 points. Oh. The goal attack there, she aims and she scores. Cave Hill now on 26 points. Over to Dacia now.
Okay, let's see if St. Augustine can make it to 3 points. And that's another turnover, and now the ball is heading back down, up the court. And Cave Hill is looking for another goal. It's a good pass from the wing attack. And that's another goal for Cave Hill. And it's back to the center. Cave Hill is still looking strong out there. Very quick plays. And easy shots, but she missed this time. And the goal shooter scored again. Let's see if St. Augustine can make it to 3 points. They're having a hard time down there. The defense for the Cave Hill side is really strong, and the ball went outside. So Cave Hill will try to get the ball back to their center, their semicircular. And they got it in the circle, but they lost it. And now Cave Hill will try to bring it back up this side. Let's see if St. Augustine can intercept this ball.
Cave Hill there. looking to run their offense again. The goal shooter is doing very well for her team. I'm very impressed with her and her performance. I think she is the cornerstone of their team. And as I said before earlier in the first quarter, her team will be looking to go to her very often in this game and throughout the competition. Cave Hill, they're wasting no time. No time at all, and the goal attack unable to convert on that attempt there. She gets another try. Can she score this one? No, but the goal shooter there, strong on the board. She gets the rebound and she's able to convert for her team. What a performance tonight from the goal shooter for Cave Hill. Oh, good block there, but the umpire signals an obstruction call, and the goal shooter converts her shot.
Okay, so that was a half side, so the ball moves further down the court. And St. Augustine will try to get it back in the semicircle. And they're going to attempt the shot right now, and they missed. And now Cave Hill has the ball. And that was a contact from the goalkeeper again. And now the goal shooter, step-ins for the goal shooter. That was a no goal. No goal. And now the ball is heading back down. So I think they should be still on 32 because that one was a no goal. That was a no goal just now, so I think the score should remain at 32 and not 33. So the correct score is Cave Hill on 32 and St. Augustine on 2 actually. 30 points ahead. And now trying to get this ball in the circle, having a little goal attack with no attempt. And she misses, and the goal shooter is there to help her. And now they move to 33. Strong play from the wing attack. Sportswoman of the Year. And the goal shooter will now attempt again. And of course, she got it. Now St. Augustine will try to shoot this time around. Hopefully they can make it. And it was intercepted by the goalkeeper from Cave Hill. And now Cave Hill wasted no time there. Goal shooter. That's a cut, that's it. And now goal shooter is having, the goal shooter just made another shot. So that's 36-2. And if you're just joining us, we're in the second quarter of the second netball match for the UWI Games 2019, and the score is 36-2. And Cave Hill playing very strong and fast. It's an obstruction, but Cave Hill manages to make a shot. It's a long pass. And it's a contact from the goal defender. A step in from the goal shooter. Now the ball is back to St. Augustine. Let's see if they can get it back down the court. And now they will attempt to score. That's obstruction from the goalkeeper. And they will attempt again another obstruction from the goal defender. Now they're both out of play, and St. Augustine makes it to 3. Finally. Let's see if they can make another one on their center pass. Obstruction right there again. And it was intercepted by the goalkeeper. Now Cave Hill will try to score. That was a good play from the goal attack. There's an obstruction from the goalkeeper, and now the goal shooter will attempt. And that's another goal for Cave Hill.
And no call there. Very good contest there by St. Augustine, but St. Augustine, is unable to secure that one. And Cave Hill now looking to convert on their center pass. Good ball movement there, but Cave Hill gets that deflection. The center for Cave Hill is very tenacious. She's everywhere. She's doing well both offensively and defensively. And that's what you want from your center. You want that tough play. You want that competitive spirit. And that's what she's bringing to her team tonight. St. Augustine there. Can she convert? No, but the goal shooter secures the rebound, and they're looking to reset. Good ball movement there by St. Augustine, but Cave Hill with the interception. No, Cave Hill tries to, whoa. Cave Hill tries to get the ball down court, but the goal defense from St. Augustine was not having it. And Cave Hill there still in possession of the ball. And the goal shooter, who has been playing well all night, secures that one for her team. Good shot there again by the goal shooter from Cave Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we have Cave Hill on 41 points and St. Augustine on 3 points. We are currently in the second quarter of the match. And St. Augustine is in possession of the ball, looking to convert something here on offense. Wow, very good ball movement. The goal shooter, goal attack there was left all alone, and she sinks one for her team. Very good ball movement there from St. Augustine. Cave Hill looking now to counter that. They're looking to respond, and St. Augustine comes up with a big steal from the center. Oh, and she turns it over. Wow, it has been a ding-dong battle here in the last few minutes of this quarter. Cave Hill, though, wasting no time. Oh, and the center still finds a way to, give it to her goal shooter, even though she was double teamed, and she still sinks one for her team. Oh. Contact there called in the circle. And the goal attack is able to convert a point for her team. Nice strong play there by the goal attack from St. Augustine. But Cave Hill is out and about. Oh, and the goal attack has been a little bit off tonight. But I'm sure she'll warm up by the time she faces Mona. St. Augustine here looking to capitalize on that turnover there by Cave Hill. Oh, and the center comes up with an interception from Cave Hill, but she's unable to secure it. Wow, very good ball movement, very good play there by St. Augustine, but she's unable to convert that shot, and Cave Hill is out. Well, the center is a little bit reluctant to pass it this time against the double team, but she still gets it nonetheless, and she converts for her team.
Okay, so that is the end of the second quarter, and now Cave Hill is at 43 and St. Augustine on 5.
So there you have it, the end of Q2, 42-5, 43-5 the scores there. So we're going to try and get some members of the audience now to talk to us about what's happening here. So I have some representatives from the success, the netball team from St. Augustine. Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, all right, Daniel, I want to talk to you real quick about how your take on the action that's taking place on the court now.
Well, I come a little while ago, but yeah, I just reached, so.
Oh, so you just got here? All right, no problem. So I'm going to hear from some Blackbirds. Some Cave Hill representatives. What's the take on the netballers? Oh, they don't talk. Wait. Ah. So my friend here wanted to talk to me from the get-go. She wanted to talk to me from the start. And we're going to get some words from her quickly before the game begins. So she is representing the Blackbirds. And the Blackbirds are certainly here. So tell us your name, please. Share with us your name.
My name is Thatcher Loughton, and I'm the Guild President-elect.
Ah, the Guild President-elect for Cave Hill Campus. Okay, so what's your take on the match that's taking place now?
It is easy. You want it in Spanish? Muy fácil.
Facilmente, no?
Sí. I'm very positive that the Cave Hill Campus will take this game. Most of our players are national players, and of course, they come, they'll execute, and they will win.
And you have the Vice Chancellor's Sportswoman of the Year on your team too?
Most definitely.
Well, from a more technical, are you a netball player?
I am a netball player.
All right, so from a more technical standpoint though, what do you think is the downfall for the other team so far, St. Augustine?
I think the defense is very weak. The defense is very weak, and that is what have them down for now.
But you're not complaining, are you?
I am not complaining. This is too easy. How could I complain?
All right, so there you have the Guild President-elect for the Cave Hill Campus. And we're going to be probably checking with you at the end of the match to see how it goes, because as my analysts are saying, the ball is round, so you never know how it goes, but you're very confident. It's 43-5 the scores.
I am so confident that if Cave Hill Campus doesn't win, I'm in Jamaica. I'll eat my 10 fingers, my 10 toes with pepper.
You've heard it. The Guild President-elect has spoken. So we're going to head back to the court as soon as the action starts back, and we're going to have more ball-by-ball commentary coming your way. Has returned. Alright. So, I guess we can probably get somebody else rushing. Or hit somebody. talk to me? Who wants to talk to me? You look like you want to talk to me. You sure? Sure? Sure you don't want to talk to me? Come on. You can't walk? Alright, so we're going to do it right. With us. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see her, but she's very eager to talk to us. So I want to tell us your name, please.
My name is Jody Williams.
And Jody is clad in red and white, representing the University of the West Indies Mona campus. Now, Mona is not on the court playing now. We have St. Augustine and Cave Hill contending. What's your take on the match so far?
It's going on well so far.
You look like a netball player, am I right? I know the way she said, oh no, is as if she could never be a netball player. But let me see if I can find anybody who plays netball to be able to give me a bit of more seasoned commentary on the match from the outside. You look like a netball player. So we're gonna find a netball player from probably UWI Mona. Oh, I'm hearing that this is the netball contingent right here. How are you doing? You're okay, so we're gonna be seeing you. Did you play in the match yesterday, 74-11, that defeat against Open Campus? You were the shooter, so you need to talk to me now. All right, so you're gonna be able to see her in short order, or we probably won't have that in this quarter. But tell us, what's your take on the match so far?
Well, I just arrived, so I'm not sure how the match is. But based on the score, it looks as if Cable is playing very good netball at the moment.
All right, so you were in your match yesterday. At this point in the match, what was the mental state for you as a player?
Just finish strong, push through and finish strong, try to push the score as much as possible.
And as the coach of St. Augustine, what would you be saying? I know you'd be telling them to finish strong, but what else would you be saying to them?
Just fight hard, don't pay attention to the score, try to tidy up the score a little bit more.
All right, so you're hearing it from the crowd here. We're going to see if we can get some more comments just before the game starts. A few minutes, a few seconds probably remaining before we get the action into it should be the third quarter. This is the netball match with St. Augustine against Cave Hill. And Cave Hill has the lead already, 43-5 points, the scores. So I'm going to still be roving to see if I can find somebody else to share the camera lens with me. So I'm seeing these ladies, I think they are preparing for their basketball match later on, so they probably won't want to talk to me. But I see this one here smiling. She probably wants, how are you doing?
I am fine.
You think that your schoolmates are setting the pace for your match later on?
Of course, yes. We put in a lot of hard work, so we will definitely see the results on the court tonight.
All right, so and what can we expect from the basketball match coming up later on?
Shots, and more shots.
So you heard that? Shocks, and more shocks. I hope it's not car shocks you're talking about. Make sure it's good shocks. Make sure the shocks them good so that you know. All right. So we're going to be bringing you lots more action from the court as our analysts are going to be giving us more. So Kamoya Dragon as well as Dacia Scott, they are both present. They are going to continue to give us ball-by-ball action, but you are tuned in to the UWI MonaMedia live coverage of our second netball match. This is St. Augustine against the campus Cave Hill, the Blackbirds, and the action is about to get underway once more.
And now we're at the third quarter for the netball match. That's Cave Hill against St. Augustine. And Cave Hill is at 43 and St. Augustine is at 5. And we start this quarter center pass with, that's Cave Hill. So let's see if they have the same energy from the start. And And it seemed to have changed the goal shooter to a substitute. So they made a substitution there. So we won't have the same goal shooter for the Cave Hill team. So let's see if that makes a difference. So that's St. Augustine center pass. And that was contact. So contact. And that was intercepted by the Cave Hill wing defender. And that's a step in, another overturn. So St. Augustine has a chance to make it to 6, but they lost the chance once again. Let's see if this goal shooter makes a difference, and yes, she can actually shoot.
Looking at what's happening on the court. I think she's brought herself back to the match that she played yesterday. So talk us through the thought process now. What's happening? What do you think is happening in the minds of the players on the court? Third quarter, we see 44-5 the scores. Give us from both sides perspective, starting with St. Augustine. What do you think going through the minds of the players?
Well, I think now the coaches have gone to some players on the bench, and they are looking, well, in regards to St. Augustine, I think that the coaches are looking to mix up things a bit, and they are trying to see if this lineup will work against Cave Hill. I think the players now are readjusting to a different lineup, so they're trying to figure it out as they go along. And I think that Cave Hill is still a powerhouse regardless of who they put out on the court. I mean, the Cave Hill players, they still have one goal in mind, and that is to win. And I think everybody's on the same page, and it's evident there now. In the game, there is still a very limited amount of turnovers from the Cave Hill team, and I think that they will, persevere throughout this game.
And as you made your comments, Kimoy, I saw Dacia saying yes. Yes, so Dacia, tell us what you're yesing about.
Okay, so I was just looking at the defense on the St. Augustine side. I know they're at a disadvantage, but I would like to see them put up a little bit more energy on the defending side. Since they changed the goal shooter, they might just have a chance. Who knows?
All right. So let's have some ball-by-ball commentary on what's happening.
Okay, so now they're trying to get back to the circle, but that was a big contact. Someone fell. And the ball, a lot of turnovers in this quarter. The goal shooter missed, and that was a contact from the Cave Hill side. And now St. Augustine will now have a chance to increase their score. A lot of contacts also. So they're playing a little bit more aggressively than the first two quarters. And St. Augustine will try to redeem themselves. And they lost the ball to Cave Hill. They're playing a really fast match. I think St. Augustine should just slow it down a little bit and not play as fast as Cave Hills, because they don't seem like they're managing quite well. Let's see if they can make this shot. Really struggling. But there was an obstruction at the center. And St. Augustine will now try to make a difference in their score. Alright, no, that was intercepted by the goalkeeper from Cave Hill. It's a strong player. She's very tall, so that's a disadvantage for the St. Augustine side. And the goal attack just missed. And they will now try to get the rebound. And the goal shooter shoots once again.
So let's bring Kimoya in now to give some commentary.
All right, guys, we are here in the third quarter. The score reads Cave Hill on 48 points and St. Augustine on 5 or 6? 5 points. I just want to say shout out to all my teammates, all my Mona teammates that are watching at home. Christina Harwood, hi. Yeah, so back to the action, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's bring it back to the court.
Back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. St. Augustine here looking to capitalize on this play. Oh, and a block there. What a block by the goalkeeper from Cave Hill. Oh, and an interception there by the goal defense. And Cave Hill is out running. Looking to secure another point, and they're unable to do so. Although the score is not very close, it's still a very competitive game. St. Augustine is still fighting, they're still battling, and kudos to them, kudos to their team, kudos to their coaching staff, and you know what they have instilled in their players. They're still out there, you know, representing their school, and that's what the games is all about.
Certainly so. Kimoya, you made a very important point that the scores aren't so close. It's 5-48, but still, based on the action, you would presume that it would have been a much wider gap. So you can see that St. Augustine is certainly putting up a fight at this point to ensure that the gap doesn't open up. What do you have to say?
Yes, I agree. And I mean, that's what you have to do. As a player myself, you know, you can't let the score affect your play. You have to represent, you have to compete, and just kudos to the St. Augustine team.
And let's bring in Daisy here too. Daisy is definitely agreeing with Kimoya on this one.
Yes, I agree. St. Augustine is really putting up a fight. They're really defending. And I think that made the difference in the scores as opposed to yesterday. Even though they're playing a really fast game, St. Augustine is trying to keep up with their speed. And that was
all right, so back to some ball-by-ball coverage.
So St. Augustine is now try again, but it was intercepted by the wing attack from Cave Hill. Actually, it was a contact. So now St. Augustine will try again to get the ball back in the circle, and I think the shooters need to get free, and that was step-ins, so they lost the chance again. And Cave Hill playing a very fast game as usual, but that was intercepted by the goal defender from St. Augustine. And you can really see that they're putting up a fight at the defense, in the defense area. All right, St. Augustine having a hard time getting the ball in the semicircle. Having a hard time getting the ball because the defenders on this end are really good and they're really tall. All right, that was a contact. No, Cave Hill will try to make another shot, but it was intercepted again by the goalkeeper from St. Augustine, and now that was another turnover. So the ball going back down. Let's see if they can intercept it again. And that was a contact. So they might make the shot this time around. And of course they did, so they moved to, the scores are now 50-5. A big 4-5 lead. And And now Cave Hill is looking for another shot. And the goal shooter is really doing well. She's the substitute for the other one. She's really doing well in this quarter. And St. Augustine is trying to redeem themselves. There's a contact from the Cave Hill Center. They still have a chance. Let's see if they make this worth it. So Cave Hill is really fighting on the offense side.
And as that ball just hit Kimoya, let me bring Kimoya into the discussion now. So Kimoya, talk to us.
Wow, 2 blocks there by the center. She's very active. She's everywhere. And that ball goes outside. Cave Hill looking to capitalize on that turnover. Can they? And the ball swings back to the center, back to the goal shooter, sorry, and she's able to sink that one for her team. Very good defensive play there by the center and very good shooting by Cave Hill.
All right, so we've been hearing from the ladies, and I mean, yes, it's netball, but there are gentlemen who watch the sport and may have a few views on the sport. So we had him for basketball, our basketball analyst, Tafari Tola, and he's going to give us some comments on the netball match so far. How's it been for you?
So far for me, the netball match, we see where Cave Hill is dominating the game. Cave Hill are using multiple rotation with their players, changing out from center to wing attack or from center to wing defense. We see where the sportswoman of the university is taking part in this competition.
That's right, Miss Melissa Bob.
Miss Bob, she's one of the outstanding players in this sport. You see where she represents the national team. She's currently playing.
It was wing defense.
She was playing wing defense at first, but now she's on the bench as she's been subbed out so the other persons can go on and play. But so far, this game is all about Cave Hill. Cave Hill from the start, Cave Hill up to now. You see where St. Augustine is trying to get a few passes together, but passes are being intercepted by the defense of Cave Hill campus. So this game is all about Cave Hill. And as I say, it's always about Cave Hill versus Mona.
Well, I leave that one to how the game span up, but thank you so much, Mr. Tuller. I won't go out on that limb that you just did, and I don't think my analysts will, though. But we'll hear from you later on for female basketball. All right, so back to you, Miss Dragon.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, the score reads Cave Hill on 55 points and St. Augustine on 5. And the game gets on now with a pass there to the goal attack, and she's able to score that one for her team. She's looking really well. She has been scoring most of the points for her team. And a turnover there by Cave Hill. We don't see that very often. But St. Augustine here looking to capitalize, and they can. Good hands there by the center, I think it was, who was able to come up with that deflection. And Cave Hill unable to score that one. St. Augustine moves to the ball really well, but I just think they're unable to just convert on all their shot attempts.
So I think Dacia has changed hats somewhat, because she seems to have moved from analyst to coach, because she's here directing, said no, I should have done some things here. If you ever see Dacia over here, or a resident analyst, Dacia, if you were the coach of St. Augustine, what would you be telling them to do at this point? I mean, you were already coaching from the sidelines,
Okay.
so if you had the position, what would you be telling them?
So I would to slow it down a little bit more, slow down the game a little bit more, and when they get to their offense side, they should stop lobbing the ball because the defense on the Kville side is a bit tall. Well, not a bit tall, very tall. So the lob passes are not working for them. So when they get down on this end, the ball keeps turning over. So I think that's how they lost a lot of balls down this end, because their offense is lobbing the ball too many times.
All right, and now we have Coach Dragon, because Miss Kimoya, she was seated, but all of a sudden as we promoted, they say to Coach, Kimoya has now taking her stance and putting herself into the coaching position, directing and orchestrating what the teams are supposed to be doing. So if you were the coach for St. Augustine, what would you be telling the team at this time?
I would tell my players to just play safe, protect the ball, play for each other, try to limit the turnovers. Not everybody can get the ball at the same time. So I would instruct them to be patient, move the ball, try and make the best possible pass, the most efficient pass, the pass that is more likely to lead to a goal. And I think once they're able to do that, then they should be successful.
Certainly so. So you've heard it from our analysts turned coach, Chiz. And now they're going to go back to being analysts by giving us ball-by-ball play. Well, we have a break in the match. The end of the third quarter, the score is 55-6. And I think we're going to see if we can get some more audience takeaways. But Kimoya, end of third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Kete dice, what do you say? What do you have to say?
One flies, all soars. That's what they say. That's what they say in Cave Hill, right?
What's that?
One flies, all soars.
Oh.
Cave Hill all the way for this game. Just for this game.
The Blackbirds just for this game. And Dacia, what say you?
Okay, so I would encourage St. Augustine to keep up the energy and keep up the fight, because I think the fight is really helping them, because it's not such a big gap as yesterday. So if they keep up the fight, even though they're way behind, it should be all right.
It should be all right indeed, and all right you want it to be. So again, if you're just joining us, this is the second netball match that we're covering for the UWI Games. It's day 2, and remember, it's the 31st staging of the UWI Games. 10 days, 10 games. So we're going to see if we can hear some more from other audience members. We're going to be having the female basketball competition taking place as well. So let's see if we can hear some stuff from other audience members. I'm seeing some representatives of the Blackbirds also very present, and we're gonna talk to them. So how are you feeling, sir?
I am great.
All right, and what's your takeaway from your team's performance so far?
Well, my team is dominating the match. I think my team can pull away from the opposition a bit further, but they have to get the shooting a bit more down pat. But the gameplay is very good.
All right, so what has been your highlight for UWI Games overall so far?
Well, I haven't played as yet, but my highlight will be when our guys play.
What sport?
Sunday, football.
Football. Okay. All right. So we won't be bringing you the football action live, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we only have the indoor sports coming your way, but we will be giving you the scores as long as they're available to keep you abreast. So we had hockey earlier as well. We had a football match taking place, and we're also going to be having later on basketball. We will be covering that live, but I'm going to see if I can get some more reactions from some other audience members. Want to hear from the St. Augustine cadre. Now, I came earlier and you said that you weren't here in time, but now you're seeing the match taking place. I want to hear from you. What's your takeaway from the match so far?
Well, I think St. Augustine need to keep trying and don't give up. Yeah.
And what's your expectation with 1 quarter remaining? What would you say to your team, rather, with just 1 quarter remaining in the competition?
I would tell them keep trying and don't give up, and work hard.
All right, so there you have it. We're going to see if we can get some more reactions just before we have the final quarter getting underway. So we heard from representatives of the Blackbird, but this gentleman here is very, very, very special. He is the Deputy Principal of the University of the West Indies. How are you, sir?
Yeah, well, good to be here, and it's a good score. We like it.
All right, so you're live on UWI. People on YouTube and all over the world are able to see you. What's your take from the match so far with 1 quarter remaining?
I think we're going to win.
You're going to win. And will you say that this is indicative of the performance that's going to transcend through UWI Games? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, most definitely. We're going to return with the cup on the plane.
You're going to return with the cup on the plane. Now, the guild president-elect said it. The deputy principal said it. Will it be? We'll see. Now, we're going to head back to the action on the court now as we keep bringing you live coverage of the UWI Games 2019.
Okay, and now we're in the third quarter, last quarter actually. And Kville opened the first goal. And the scores are 56-6. Kville looking strong as usual. And there was a miss from their goal attack. And now St. Augustine will try to even the score in this quarter. St. Augustine still trying to fight down there. Let's hope they make a difference in this quarter. There was an interception from Kville. And the ball is now back to Kville. Okay, now Kville will try to make another shot in this quarter. There was a contact from the goalkeeper. And they did not, actually it was another contact from the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper obstructing a lot down this end. And that was a miss, and now it's St. Augustine. Let's see if St. Augustine will make a shot in this quarter. A lot of problems catching though. So they lost that ball, and now it's Kville. Kville looking strong. And there was no attempt again, and they made it this time around.
Well, it has been a really competitive game, despite the score, as I mentioned before. I think Kville will secure this victory. And St. Augustine really came out. I think they gave it their best shot. And you can't be upset with that, regardless of the score. I mean, once you come out and represent hard, play well for your school, I think when it's all over, you will definitely be remembered for that, and you will be praised for that. And it's just amazing. I think as ladies, as players, the opportunity that we're provided with to come out here and showcase our talents, we're forever grateful, and we're enjoying every bit of it. I'm sure the St. Augustine players are enjoying every bit of it. The Kville players are enjoying every bit of it. And at the end of the day, we're one UWI. So,
And it all boils down to that. So it's a good opportunity for us to meet and link and, have some competitive spirits going, yes. But at the end of the day, we are one UWI, we are one family, right?
One body.
And certainly it's good networking opportunities too, because as Mr. Campbell yesterday said in the opening ceremony, who knows, they might need to go you know, one of these other islands one of these days, and you have a little friend where you
might
can
get a free room.
There you go. You might get a free room or a discounted room. You know, so it's a good opportunity. It's the 31st staging of UWI Games, and we're here bringing you coverage live of the second netball match, and the score is 58-6. And we're getting some ball-by-ball action from Kimoya Dragon and Miss Dacia Scott.
St. Augustine here now with their center pass. And the umpire signals to the officials to hold time. Oh no, they're back on now. They're ready to go. They're playing, and Cave Hill comes up with a steal. Cave Hill pushing the ball down court to their shooter. She's able to score regardless of that infringement there. An obstruction called there on the goalkeeper. A contact there, and an infringement there called on the winning player.
I wish you guys were able to see that, because my friend Miss Dragon, she acted like it was almost instinct for her to just catch that ball and throw it back to the court. Again, all of us are a part of the action here in the netball competition. We're dodging balls, and if we're not dodging them, we're also playing them too. So back to the action. Kimoya, give us some play-by-play action.
All right, so back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. St. Augustine here with another turnover. And the umpire signals a contact. Cave Hill capitalizes on that one with a goal there. St. Augustine looking for a pass, unable to make one. Cave Hill with the steal and the shot, no. The umpire signals to the players to play on. And there's a steal there by the goal defense. Oh no, the goal defense was signaled for a contact, for an infringement. The umpire signals to the players to play on. St. Augustine looking to add to the score sheet. Can they? No. But the goal shooter, wow, she went up strong for that rebound, and she's able to score for her team. Cave Hill made a number of changes in this quarter, because now they have a new center and a new goal shooter. Even though Cave Hill made a number of changes to their lineup, they still have the same mentality, which is to just come out, play strong, play hard, and to play for each other. And it's very evident that they're hungry, even more hungry, for the win this year. The ball remains with Cave Hill. And Cave Hill loses that one. St. Augustine looking to capitalize on that. Can they? No. The goal attack loses that one. She's unable to catch that one for her team.
So Kimoya, as we're giving this live action here, I want to give a shout out to all the persons tuned into our live. We're seeing 96 persons present, and we want to welcome every single one of you from wherever you are. We're seeing some comments here, and please drop us some comments. Feel free to tell us what's happening. Some people are saying, wow, Cavell crushing the competition. Let's go Blackbirds, and certainly they're going Blackbirds all the way. Yes, wow, great job, Cavell. So it seems like most of the persons viewing who are willing to comment, they are from the Cave Hill campus. St. Augustine fans seem to be a little quiet, and I mean, well, I'm going to leave it to my analysts to say. if you were in the position of the fans of St. Augustine, what would you be doing now? What would you be saying mentally?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the hustle. I'm loving the passion. I'm loving everything that Cave Hill is doing now. They're on a roll.
So I think my analyst is thinking on the side of Cave Hill somewhat. But if you were on side St. Augustine, let me ask the question again. What would you be saying mentally to reassure yourself going forward?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have fun. Let's play hard. Let's play for each other. It's not over until the final whistle blows, so let's go.
I thought you were going to say it's not over till the fat lady sings, but that's not quite the case. So somebody's giving you a shout out here, Miss Trishana Harwood. So Trishana,
yes,
your teammate is certainly giving you a shout out here.
Hi, Trissy. Pick up yourself, Chris. Pick up yourself.
So we're certainly continuing to bring you the action. We're in the final quarter. The score is 63-7. And, I mean, you're hearing it from our analysts. So let's bring in Dacia now. Dacia, few minutes remaining in this quarter. What say you?
Okay, so clearly Cave Hill will take this one. But St. Augustine seems to be still fighting. And that's really admirable. That they could still fight even though they're way behind. Cave Hill came really strong today. Well, they're defending champions, so we expect nothing less from them.
That's certainly what they're going to do. They're going to defend and defend all the way, the Blackbirds. And if you're just tuning in, please don't leave us, because guess what? We're going to have immediately after this action on this very court here, the basketball, female basketball will be taking place. And in competition, we will again have the Blackbirds playing. So that's that's Cave Hill and St. Augustine playing basketball. So you don't want to leave. You don't want to move from in front of your computers, from before your phones. Charge up the tablet, whatever you're using. Ensure that you have enough battery life to keep you going, because you don't want to miss the action. So we're going to head back to the court, and Daisy is going to give us some more ball-by-ball action.
Right, so St. Augustine is trying to get another goal before the final whistle. Let's see if they can make that goal. They have a few minutes remaining in this quarter. We should hear the final whistle really soon. Let's see if they can make another goal. The scores are 64-8. Cave Hill is in his favor. All right. And they still Cave his ball. And Cave Hill makes another shot. All right, let's see if St. Augustine can make it to 9, or maybe 10. Let's see if they can make it to 10. They're having a hard fight down there. The defenders from Cave Hill are really strong. But that was a contact from the goalkeeper. And now Cave Hill makes a shot.
So I see a big smile on Kimoya's face. Kimoya, what's going through your mind?
I hope my teammates are watching carefully and making notes of what we have to do to counter this Cave Hill team. It's a very strong team. It's a very strong team like my team. And I think that we have to, play really well. We have to play smart, and we have to have fun, enjoy ourselves, and it's going to be a very fun game, a very competitive game. So guys, please come out and support us, support Mona, support Netball, and support the games.
So I see you keep plugging in things about Mona, even though this match does not have Mona Campus playing. But again, we are here at Mona Campus nonetheless, and she is a player for you, Mona, so I guess she can't leave it out. But if you're just joining us, as you can see on your screens, it's Cave Hill against St. Augustine. So no, the placard is not incorrect. It is indeed St. Augustine and Cave Hill playing. So Kimoya, your fans again are shouting you out. We have Tushana saying Kim is sound like pro. And then we have Kimberly Thomas saying she a go on, man. So you have some fans tuned in here.
Hi,
want to big up to
Kimmy.
everyone tuning in again.
Hi guys, thanks for the support.
I think Kimoya having a Miss World moment right there, you know? So yes, final few minutes going there, and let's have some more ball-by-ball action. Kimoya?
All right, thank you. We have Cave Hill now looking to convert, looking to run some offense right now, but the umpire signals a substitution call. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're now in the fourth and final quarter of the game. We have Cave Hill on 65 points and St. Augustine on 9 points. Contact there called on the goal defense. The goal attack attempts a long-range shot, but she is unsuccessful at that. And the goal attack there going up very strong for that pass. And the umpire signals St. Augustine ball. The game is getting a little bit messy right now. I'm not sure if it's because it's the last quarter, but a lot of minor turnovers happening right now. And both teams are unable to settle in and get something good running. An obstruction there called on St. Augustine Center. There we go. That's the end. That's the end, ladies and gentlemen, of the game, of the match. And the score reads at the end of the fourth and final quarter, Cave Hill on 65 points and St. Augustine on 9 points. Thank you guys for all the support.
So certainly that was a beautiful match between Cave Hill and St. Augustine. You can see the fans certainly making lots of noise in support. We're going to have basketball coming up next. We have Deputy Principal and Guild President-elect. They're all here. So we're going to be giving you some more action immediately on the ball feet, on the court. I'm saying ball feet. Can you believe that? Football is on my mind. But so the game is finished. What are your views, your final words on this match? Cave Hill against St. Augustine. Cave Hill almost demolishing. I won't tell you what. In this case, I won't use the word demolishing because I think it was, as much as the score disparity is quite great, I think it was meted fight, because we would have probably expected the scores to be a little bit more drastic. But tell you what, St. Augustine did put up a fight towards the end, not even towards the end, from the start they were certainly pushing to go. So give us your last words as to your take on this match.
First and foremost, I would like to say congrats to the Cave Hill team. They came out, they fought, they did really well, they were very competitive. And shout out to both teams. St. Augustine came and I think they gave it their best shot. Unfortunately, they weren't able to secure the win, but it was a very competitive game, and we as fans, we as players, we appreciate that, and we will cherish that.
And for you, Dacia,
Well,
should I say Coach Dacia?
No. I would say congrats to Cave Hill as well, and that was a good fight from St. Augustine. Even though they were not victorious, but I still encourage them to play hard, and they should do better next time.
They should do better next time. Okay, so that would have totaled the netball matches for today. We're going to have more competition later on, and we're going to be having basketball coming up next. But I want to hear, because we're going to have these two staying with us for basketball. Well, I think Dacia might be leaving us, but definitely Kimoya is going to bring her analytical skills to the basketball court. And this is female basketball that's going to be coming up. And guess what? Guess which two schools are going to be playing? The same two schools, Cave Hill and St. Augustine. Is this indicative of what's going to come up? We see 65-9. What's going to happen for basketball? You're going to stay around to see. So what's your thought on that match that's coming up for basketball?
Well, Cave Hill looks really strong, and since they were the defending champion, I think, were they defending champion? Yes, they were the defending champion last year. So, I mean, I'm expecting a good play, really good play from the basketball team today.
So you're expecting the same kind of action. And for you?
I think Cave Hill will win tonight, but not against Mona.
And I mean, she is allowed to have this bias, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure her fans who were giving her rave reviews on the live are present to her teammates. She is on the UWI Mona netball team who played yesterday. 74-11 the scores against the open campus. And I mean, they have a vengeance going in to see whether or not they are going to beat Cave Hill. That's what I'm hearing on the ground, that they're going to see how best they can match up and dethrone the defending champions. So we're going to be wrapping up now to head into the female basketball competition. So stay tuned for that live. You're going to see the link on our UWI MonaMedia page. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be seeing you in just a few seconds, so don't go anywhere.
Bye, guys.